What farm is this?
William Della Camera. It's Cecarelli Farms in Northford, Connecticut.
And how are you related to Nelson?
I just started working for Nelson when I was 16, and my family were farmers, and farmers go out in Connecticut. That's what happens. So that's how I ended up here. I went to college for 2 years at SUNY Cobleskill for agricultural engineering. I worked in a John Deere dealership, and that wasn't for me. So I decided to work on the farm. So I came back here.
Well, that's
and
great.
I've been here ever since. Stand is new. That I just put in there last year.
It actually looks nice. I stopped there first.
And the farm itself is 100. The farm itself, there's 133 or so acres sold in the state of Connecticut for farmland preservation. That's the main farm. There's 3 pieces of it. There's this piece, there's the piece across the street, and then there's another piece off of Route 17. And the state bought the development rights in '98, so now it doesn't have to stay in the family, but it can never be developed. It has to be farmland.
That's great.
So I think there's 100 and something. There's 100 and some odd pieces in the state that are in the program.
130 is good size.
Yeah. Especially in New Haven County.
Yes.
130 acres owned by one person and one farm is a lot of acres.
So I see corn.
Sweet corn is, well, it's one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest items we have. It takes up a lot of acres, but it's not as labor intensive as some of the other products.
What else do you grow?
We grow peppers, eggplant, tomatoes, squash, green beans, lettuce, cabbage, a few other beans, fava beans, peas, shell beans, lima beans. All that stuff is labor intensive.
You bet.
Especially the beans, that's all labor intensive.
Now I noticed big trucks with your logo, and I noticed a big kind of distribution.
Well, it's not that big, but yeah.
Bigger than everyone else in New Haven County.
Well, most of your factory farmers, they say farm. It all goes to a packing house, a central packing house. So when you go into southern Florida, the farms down there, all they do is put the plant in the ground, raise the plant, harvest the fruit, and then it gets shipped to a packing house, and the packing house packs it. In Connecticut, we got to do it all.
Which is what I saw on the loading dock.
We grow, we pack, we ship. So we have to have everything. We got 2 refrigerated delivery trucks, and we have a few farm, trucks with flatbeds on them, and we got a few dry box trucks.
And who do you make these deliveries to?
Well, there's some local stands and stores, farm stands and farm stores that like, to have native products, so they buy from us, as well as a big distributor in Hartford, which is now owned by Cisco. It's named Fresh Point.
Fresh Point,
It used to be Fowler and Hunting. And
yep,
the other
I'm
one
familiar
is
with that.
Chargers and Waterbury. Those are the 2 wholesale customers we do business with. Nelson's grandfather bought this place, not exactly where we are, but where we were. There was a small farm over there, and he bought that with the house and the barn. And they just grew. They bought this farm from another farmer, and another piece of land, another piece of land. So they made a small farm into a big farm.
So sales wasn't for you?
No. It wasn't sales, it was mechanics, but it was...
You'd rather be outside.
Yeah. It's grueling work, it's hot, but what are you going to do?